How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we've got a shorter automotive news video for you guys. Now before we actually get into it today, I did just want to remind you guys we're getting really close to that 1500 subscriber mark, but pretty much once we hit that on the channel, we got like 200 subscribers left. But once we hit that mark on the channel, I'm actually going to be giving away $100 worth of my merchandise to one subscriber and one subscriber only. So again, this is like my very first giveaway that I'm doing on the channel. Obviously my channel is still small, but yeah, once we hit that 1500 subscriber mark, I'm going to be giving away $100 worth of my merchandise to one subscriber, and all you have to do to get yourself entered is to subscribe to my channel. Now again, obviously it definitely helps me out a lot if you do subscribe to my channel, as I am a smaller YouTuber. And if you're new to my channel, I pretty much do automotive news videos like this, car reviews, DIY videos, car show vlogs, and pretty much anything that has to do with the automotive world. So now that being said, guys, we actually have a shorter video today because simply because this is not 100% proven already. As you guys can see on the screen right now, we have an article from Motor Trend that actually was just released about a couple weeks ago, March 26, 2021, and pretty much apparently they have leaked information about the new 400z trim levels, as well as the different pricing for the trim levels. So now, if you guys been subscribed to me already, you already know that I've done multiple videos on this new 2021 or 2022, I think, 400z. Now again, this is a car that I'm really looking forward to, and I did just recently go over the leaked images that you guys can see right here. So if you haven't, I'll leave a link on the top of the video right now to that video. I definitely highly suggest you check that one out, because that's literally what this car is going to look like on the road once we actually get it on the road. But I kind of wanted to skip down to this part in the article when they're talking about the Type S versus the Type T. Now pretty much they're saying that the Type S option has thicker sway bars, a more robust cooling package, and other stuff. And also very similar with the Type T package. I guess the Type T is more focused with interior stuff, different basically it's gonna model some of the older touring packages. Now the Type ST is going to include both of that. Now again, we should be getting a Nismo variant for this car, but again, everything is still up in the air, and this is all leaked hearsay information, so I don't really want to confirm anything in this video. But good news is that apparently, as you guys can see right here, the base price for this new 400z is going to be right at $35,000. Now, this was a price that I've talked about before in some of my other 400z videos, and I said that I really do think that this would be a fantastic price for the car. Obviously, I even did say, I even didn't mention 30,000 or low 30,000s, but still, $35,000 for the base price is still very good. And you can see that this article also does mention, again, that it does undercut the Type R Civic as well as the Toyota Supra, and the Toyota Supra is going to be this thing's main competitor in the market. Also, it's definitely a lot more cheaper, or not a lot, but definitely a decent amount cheaper than a new Mustang GT, a new Camaro SS, and maybe a scat pack and a new RT for the Chargers and Challengers. Now that being said, the Type S and the Type T packages will both, according to this article, cost roughly around $5,000 each. And they're also going to be offering these Type ST cars, which I think I mentioned before. Now the ST cars are literally going to have both the Type S options as well as the Type T options into one car. So I'm assuming that the Type S option is pretty much going to be mainly mechanical mods, again, upgraded sway bars, different things like that, more track oriented, where the Type T might actually be more aesthetic things. So the Type ST cars will combine both options and set you back around $45,000. Again, $5,000 for each, $10,000 for the Type ST, pretty much just 10 grand over the $35,000 for the base 400z. Now that being said, I'd have to guess that the Nismo is obviously only going to be more expensive than the Type ST 400Zs. So hopefully the Nismo is still under 50 grand, but I'd probably have to say it might be just around $50,000, which is definitely getting up there. And again, this is something that I was a little bit concerned about with this car. I didn't want, Nissan to completely overcharge for it. And again, this is still hearsay information. This is why I don't want to confirm any of this information or mislead any of you guys by making this video. But I definitely did just see this article and I found it really interesting and something that I really wanted to share with you guys. Now, again, going back to the Nismo pricing, if the Nismo variant for this 400Z is going to be around $50,000, I mean, I could probably pull it up right now. You can find used R35 GTRs for around high $50,000 or high $60,000 mark, just right around $60,000 US for used R35 GTR in decent condition. Now again, is the Nismo variant going to be worth it in this car? Obviously, people are going to have their own opinions, and to be completely honest, just like this regular, kind of base model, the 400Z looks like it's going to be absolutely amazing. Again, making right around 400 horsepower with the same engine that is in the Infiniti Q60, I believe. It's going to be twin turbo V6, rear wheel drive, going to actually have a manual transmission. That's probably the thing that people are most excited about with this car. So let me know down in the comments below if you really think, this car is worth, or the Nismo variant of this car would potentially be worth $50,000 US. Now again, I think that, $35,000 for the base is just a tad bit over what I wanted, but again, I wanted it to be cheaper because I actually like the car. But I still think it's it's a very, very reasonable price for what this car should be. And now if we go into this gallery here and just kind of scroll through some of these pictures, these are all the prototype pictures. So again, if you're watching this video, you've probably already done at least a little bit of research on the 400Z. So people have already seen all of those pictures before. But again, I did just make the video on these pictures, and this is actually going to be the production 400Z. It's missing a couple badges here and there, but for the most part, this right here this is what we're actually going to get with the 400Z. And for some reason, this one picture, the quality is really crappy right now, but you can see the big digital kind of dash, one single screen for the dashboard right here, big infotainment system in the center. This specific Z though was an automatics, as you could tell by the little gear selector right there, drive selector, whatever you want to call it. It's still keeping the same gauges from the 350, 370Z. I really love the back too, because it's kind of reminiscent of the 300Zs in the 90s. And yeah, I mean, overall, I can go on and on talking about this car, but I mainly just wanted to focus on the pricing. So again, to kind of reiterate and repeat myself, the base model pricing, or the hypothetical for the base model 400Z, is going to be right at $35,000 US, with the Type S, trim level or option package costing $5,000, the Type T also costing right around $5,000, with the Type ST 400Zs costing right around $45,000 US. Now that being said, the article really didn't mention much about the Nismo variant, but I'd have to say that the Nismo variant would be right at or a little bit less than the $50,000 US mark. So again, guys, let me know down below whether you think this is going to be a great bang for your buck, especially for a new car, or if you think it's just a little bit overpriced in your opinion. And also let me know what you just think of this new 400Z in general, because again, me personally, I'm really looking forward to it. I think I've did about 4 or 5 videos on this new 400Z now, and it hasn't even come out yet. So I'm definitely looking forward to this car. And again, if you haven't already, definitely be sure to subscribe down below to get yourself entered to win $100 worth of my merchandise for, just subscribing. And like always, guys, thank you for all the support, and I'll see you guys in the next one.